YouTubers, Watchman's back. I want to talk to you a minute again about this banking situation, about the stock market, about the Federal Reserve, and about the private banks, things of this nature. You've been lied to, Americans. You've been lied to. See, we had the tech bubble. Then they took and created a real estate boom in order for you to keep spending and keep borrowing, and keep spending and keep borrowing. It's you, the American citizen, is the person that makes the money for the big wheels. You make it for the corporations, you make it for the big bankers. But what they've done in order to make their money, their commissions, when you buy the real estate, they get their money right then. Then you're stuck with 30 years worth of paying back, see? But they get their commissions then. They make their money. They tell you they care about you, but they don't. The government tells you they care about you, but they don't. What you need to do is you need to pull your money out of the bank before the whole thing goes to hell in a handbasket. It's going to collapse. Mark my word, it is going to collapse. There are a few out there, intelligent people, that are telling the truth about it. That is Peter Schiff, a few others. I don't really remember their names, but they're telling the truth. And when the plain sense of the truth makes sense, you don't have to listen to nothing else. How many more TVs have you got to buy? How many more iPods do you need? How many more blue jeans and dresses and things do you have to have in your wardrobe? You have been seduced by television, media, and advertisement to keep buying and buying and buying, no matter how far you go in debt. Listen to me, American people. Wake up. I'm not trying to enslave you. I'm trying to tell you how to get free from being a slave. I'm trying to tell you how to get the leash off your neck. And the way to get it off your neck is cut your credit cards up now. Cut them up and throw them away. And by the way, don't start trying to pay off the credit cards right now. Get you some food, buy you some ammunition, get your guns ready first. Make sure you don't fall behind on your car payment. Let credit cards be the last thing you pay off, because them vipers have enslaved you through those credit cards. 20-30% interest, give me a break. It ought to be against the flipping law. Just think about what I'm telling you, people. Why would any government allow 20 and 30% interest? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because they want you enslaved. That's why. They don't care that credit card companies enslave you, because they're enslaving you through their legislation and everything else. They want you to be their slave, so they can sit back and they can enjoy their champagne and caviar at their meetings. My God, man, I was listening to, they were talking about the world crisis and the starvation around, but yet they were eating these high-dollar meals, drinking their champagne and caviar off taxpayer money. Glory to God. Have mercy on me. Man, can't y'all wake up and see that, people? I love the American people. I want you to wake up and see what they're doing to us. It's just beyond, it is beyond wrong. It's on the verge of treason. If you know your Constitution, there's a lot of them committed treason. Quit blowing your money on this junk that they produce and say you've got to have. Our parents and grandparents didn't have this and they survived fine. I'm not saying you don't need a computer. I'm not saying you can't have a TV. I'm not even saying you can't have an iPod. But man, if you're in debt, cut the debt off. Quit it. Get your money out of. If you've got money in the bank, get it out. I'm telling you, you're gonna listen to this old South Georgia country boy one day. You're gonna say, "Golly, he was right." And I'm not by no means an economist. I got out of high school barely. I got a diploma. I ain't seen it since I gave me the son of a gun. I ain't needed it. Yeah, I made 100. I made 100 in the 12th grade in English. I made a 50 the first 6 weeks and 50 the second 6 weeks. Took me 2 6 weeks to make 100, but I got it. But what did I need that for anyway? They turned it over to Spanish language. Obama says you need to learn Spanish instead of English. That buddy, I'll tell you what. He likes about 4 bricks shy of being a full chimney, and he's 3 slices shy of being a full loaf of bread too in my book. But of course, that's just my opinion. But guess what? Part of the Constitution is free speech, and I have the right to free speech. But I'm not trying to do scare tactics. But I'm trying to tell you that you're going to lose your money. There are people losing their 401k plans right now and don't even know it. See, the bank don't want you to pull your money out because they can take your money and they can make them money. You don't make money with your money that's in the bank. They make money. You think you're making money, you ain't making nothing. They're using your money. Just think about this for a minute. Think about it. Think about what I'm telling you. The next time you're riding down through town or whatever, I want you to notice the government buildings and I want you to notice the bank buildings. And I can guarantee you the majority of the people I'm talking to right now, the bank buildings look a whole lot better than your house, and so do the government buildings. Do you know why? Because of your money. Not because of their money, but because of your money. You go out there and you put up a post, if you live in the country, and you buy a mailbox, and you put it up. You pay for the mailbox, and you pay for the post, and you put it up. Go out there and take a baseball bat and beat it up. It's a federal offense. But it's your mailbox. How stupid is that? We can buy a license plate on our vehicle, but we have to buy the sticker every year. Guess what? It's your vehicle, your license plate, but guess what? You have to buy that sticker every year. That's another tax. Not that a lot of you don't know that, but can't you see the picture of what I'm trying to explain to you? Look at the postal stamp. Look how high a postal stamp is now. Look how much it costs. It's a tax. Go to your diesel pump like I go to about 3 times a week. Go look at it and look at the tax on it. Study and do yourself some research on the tax. They are breaking the American people if they hadn't already, most of us. Most of us are already broke. Listen to me. This is an urgent message of an American economic collapse that's coming. They won't tell you on Fox News, they won't tell you on CNBC that it's coming. But I'm telling you it's coming. You need to listen to this old boy. I'm hearing from God and I'm telling you that it's coming. And you better listen, or you're going to wish you had him, my friend. You're not my enemy, American people. You're my friend. The banks are the enemy. The government is the enemy. The central banks and the Fed. Do you know that the Fed can do whatever they want to do and no entity can tell them or change what they do? They're a private institution. They're not part of the federal government. Fed is just a lie. They're not federal. They're private bankers. They've been doing it since 1913 to destroy and enslave the American people where they can live their elitist lifestyle and control you and control me. This may be hard to understand and comprehend. And I know I don't make these smooth looking videos with a bunch of editing and all that. Well, guess what? What you see is what you get. Old South Georgia Country Boy telling you the truth. Because I love you in the Lord and I want every one of you not to be ripped off and not to be lied to, not to be stolen from anymore. Put your money up. Get you a safe and put it in it. Instead of buying that new flat screen HD TV, buy you a safe, bolt it to the floor. Only you know the combination, and put your money in it. Don't buy that flat screen. Don't buy that new iPod. Don't buy that new computer if yours is fine. Don't do it, man. And don't buy a new vehicle. Don't do it. Do not buy another vehicle. If yours is fine, don't buy one. If you got to buy one, buy a used one. Don't get in that 5 to 6 year enslavement of debt anymore. Don't do it, man. Now ain't the time to do it. I'm sorry. I've got children that are wanting to get married and have this wonderful life. I didn't create this. Your government and the bankers created this garbage of a mess we're in. Headed to hell in the handbasket's where we're headed. And only you, the American people, can change it. I'm going to have to do a part 2 on this. My time's running out. Stick with me. I love you in the Lord, and I don't want to see you ripped off anymore. Part 2 coming up. God bless you.